Howdy 3DMA. I wanted to make an updated Playblast video just because we've got some students on Macs and PCs and they've updated a few things, so I kind of wanted to go through and just kind of build on the turntable one I just made. So I have this kitchen from future assignments that we're going to be working on, and I wanted to help you guys make your Playblast, whether it's for your room, your bear, your character, your kitchen, whatever it happens to be, just so that we can go through and make sure that we've got the cleanest and prettiest Playblast possible. All right, so I'm going to switch back to modeling, and then up here under Windows, I'm going to select the Playblast option. Actually, before I do that, I'm going to go here and fix up and clean up what we're going to see. So I already have a turntable done. If you don't have that, you need to go watch the previous video. Here under Show, in my Playblast display, I can override this and turn things off here, so I will still see them, and then they won't show my Playblast. I'm going to do that method. You could also just turn it off here in your viewport as well, which might be what I do just so y'all can see exactly what I'm turning off. If you do Playblast display, you do have to check the override viewport option so that way it will show everything there. But I want you guys to see all the things that I am turning off. So in here, because we have handles for animation, so you can see around the rolling pin we've got that blue line. I'm going to turn off my NURBS curve, so that got rid of all my handles for animation. I've got a big old camera over here that I'm going to turn off that I don't want. I'm also going to make sure that I turn off the lights so that way I don't see the little red lines of my lights in there. For this, I've got special effects on here, so I'm going to remove that. And then here for lighting, I've got this grid down here. That is a texture placement, so I'm going to remove that. The reason I did effects is if you did a pillow in your room or whatnot, you want to make sure that that's all gone. The last things I do want to turn off is I want to make sure that I turn off my HUD and my grid, which you can see down here. So I'm going to come down here to my grid, and then I'm also going to turn off my HUD. I'm going to make sure I have nothing selected when I do this next step, because you do lose points in future things, and then that way you don't accidentally have your manipulators on or anything like that. Okay, so now that I have everything cleaned up and ready to do my Playblast, I'm going to go up to Windows, Playblast, and I'm going to go to the option. So by doing time slider, it's going to do whatever at the bottom of your time slider is. So mine's going from frame 1 to 40. That's 10-second animation. You can also manually type it in as well. So if you're doing clips for multiple cameras, that's where you would do that. Okay? So for people on a Mac, you're going to go here to AV Foundation and you're going to choose H. If you're on a PC, which I am not right now, for format, we're going to choose AVI. For encoding, we're going to choose none. Okay? All right, so for my scale, I'm going to drag that all the way over to 100, and then I'm also going to do save to file. Now, if it gives you the option right here for quality, you also want that to be 100, as well as the scale. On the Mac, it doesn't give me the option for the quality, but on the PC it does, so mine is kind of set to 70 on the Mac, so keep that in mind, okay? I am going to make sure I check this box, save to file. That means it's going to actually save your video. If you don't click the box, it's going to show it, but then you can't save it, okay? So you have to make sure you check that box. You can go ahead and hit browse so you can make sure it's going to the right place. So we can see here, this is going into my demo folder, into movies, and then I've got my demo. So I'm going to call this demo done. Hit save, and then when I hit playback, it's going to go through and it will spin and make the animation. Because I am recording right now, it's going to go kind of slow, but that's okay. We're going to let it go. So we can see here, because I have all this stuff turned off, it's going through, got nice quality. If you've got lights on, make sure you've hit 7 so that way we can see your lights in your final animation, and then it will actually go through and make your video in that folder that you just said that it was, so that you could upload it to WeVideo or whatever video editing software your teacher has asked you to do. So we'll let that finish, and then what will happen is here is my lovely video file, and we can see here it's nice and playing, it's nice and pretty. I don't have any of the nasty stuff on that I'm not supposed to, and now I'm ready to go and put my name and stuff on my credits.